Shalom. First of all, we want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, peace and blessings to the fellow brothers out there pushing this word, truth, and sincerity. There's a couple brothers from the San Francisco Bay Area camp from the Cant.
Brother Top.
Brother Kasaba.
Yeah, and the Spirit, allowed us to get together, to forsake not the assembly, and to come together in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai to bring out the words, the oracles of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? The prophecies, first and foremost. And prophecy is pretty much taking root in the earth. And we're getting ready to go through, the hour of temptation. We're getting ready to go into Jacob's trouble. All these things are bubbling and they're about to pretty much spill over. Okay, and you have the unbelievers, they're not gonna believe. Okay, and then you have the believers, they're gonna believe. So that's really what this thing is about, teaching those who want to be taught. And to hell with everybody else. Okay, in the book of Ezra, it said, the angel told Ezra, don't concern about the multitude that's gonna perish, man. Don't concern about the wicked. The wicked, they already got what's coming to them, man. All right, so we just gonna bring out whatever the spirit. But yeah.
Going right into what you're saying, basically. Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord had anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Now this is going into Yahweh Shai, okay? That's the prophecy of Yahweh Shai. But we are also in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. We're in the stead of Yahweh Shai. So that falls upon us as well, okay? The way that the spirit is on us to speak, okay, good tidings, the gospel, the good news. The good news to you Israelites, okay, and bad news to the rest of the nations, okay? Like that whole Christianity and the gospel, that's bad news to us. So that keeps us in a lower state. That keeps our enemies oppressing us. That keeps us in a bugged out state of mind, which our enemies understand that if we are against our power, we sin, then they can, perpetually be over us. Go ahead.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Right, bind up the brokenhearted, and this is what this word is doing, man. Okay, through the word that's being spoken, the Israelites their heart, their mind is getting bound up. This is the beginning of the healing process. And then when the ultimate physician comes, Yahweh Shai, he gonna fix it in an instant. But it starts here with the hearing of the word through faith. Okay, go ahead.
It says, to proclaim liberty to the captives.
See, who's the captives? The Israelites. We're proclaiming liberty. We're saying we're going to be delivered, the hopeful elect. Okay, because we're in captivity under this man Esau Edom. Man. We've been in captivity under him for hundreds of years. Okay, and we're not in a chain. We're not in chains, so to speak. Okay, some chains they're actually in prison. Okay, from crimes that they probably committed or didn't commit. You know how Esau gets down. Okay, he'll lock you up. He'll put charges on you that are unjust. Okay, but we're saying, hey, we're about to be liberated. Okay, from the hand of Esau Edom, who's steering the world into hell. Go ahead.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
We're bound. We're bound by these adhesion contracts. You have a social security card, you have a debit card, you have a driver's license, and then this dude, he wants to make a digital ID. So that's coming. He's setting the stage up. So everybody's gonna have a digital ID, and that technology is gonna be implanted in your person. Okay, subdermally or subcranially. He already has the technology out there. This is what he wants. He wants a prison planet. Okay, he's at the top, and you Israelites are at the bottom as slaves. Okay, we're robots, really. Okay, and he wants to do away with a lot of you. But we're proclaiming, no, that's not going to happen. We're going to be liberated from this. We're going to be liberated from the plans of the devil. Okay, and that's through our Lord, Savior, Yahweh Shai. Real quick, get Matthew 1 and 21. Okay, this is part of the gospel. This is the good news that Yahweh Shai is coming to save us. Okay, the Son of the Heavenly Father, not Jesus. Jesus hasn't done anything for us. We've been in this low state. How long? Where's Jesus at? What did he do? We're in a worse situation. Okay, so calling on that name Jesus, Judgment, read that.
Yep, this is Matthew 1 and 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai, he delivers. Okay, not Jesus. Okay, that word is super demonic when you wake up to understanding even Christ. Okay, when you think of Christ, you think of the other white meat. You think of a pale face Edomite with long stringy hair. Okay, that's all just loving, and he just wants to give you hugs. He's not austere at all. He doesn't hate anything. He accepts the alphabet people. Okay, in the name of Jesus Christ. Okay, our people have been getting their ass beat for hundreds of years in the name of Jesus Christ. Okay, so that name hasn't done anything for us. And furthermore, his name is not Jesus Christ, it's Yahweh Shai. Okay, and there's power in that name. Go ahead.
Yep, Matthew 1 and 21. And she shall bring forth a son,
Mary.
and thou shalt call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people.
Right, Slakia, go ahead.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
See, he shall save his possessive pronoun, his people. It's not all people, okay? It's his people, the Israelites. And that's the gospel that's being preached in the last days. And through the gospel being preached in the last days, okay, the four corners of the earth, then the end shall come. And this is why, you're seeing inflation. What the Fed just did, raising interest rates. The average so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, they don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, they're occupied in their own reality. Okay, everybody has a different reality. Everybody has different beliefs. Okay, and that's pushed in the so-called Black man, Native American community. Because you can believe and you can do whatever you want. Okay, God is relative to whoever you want God to be. If you want the woman to be God, then that's God. You want basketball to be God, then that's God. You want rap to be God, or you want to worship yourself. You want to worship the ancestors. And where has that gotten you? Nowhere. Okay? We'll really get ready to be destroyed. We're done there. Go back there.
It says, in the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance.
And the day of vengeance, the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance. That's all part of the gospel. Okay? And it's only a certain group of people on the earth that sounds pleasant to. Okay? That when the prophets are piping, the children, okay, the Israelites are dancing. There's only a remnant that's dancing to this tune. Okay, furthermore, not all people can accept this. This is not a good song to them. And people come against it, they attack it, they demonize it, but that just gives more credence to what we're doing is right. When they shall speak, if men speak well of you, pretty much you're of the world. Okay? But if they persecute you, cast you out for my name's sake, and they're doing it for the sake of Yahweh Shai, not us. Because in a regular life, the people have nothing against us. Okay? But once we start bringing our beliefs, okay, and start calling on that name, then that's when people have an issue. The servant is not greater than his master. Because if we were to be like, you know what, hell this Israelite thing, let me go back into the world. Your old woman, she'll probably come back. Okay, your mom, she'll start loving you again. Your dad will start loving you again. Your brothers will start, brothers and sisters, they'll accept you. And they'll say, I'm glad that you got out of that cult. So they'll call it a cult when the whole time they're in a cult. America, okay, that's a cult. Okay, it's just a group, a set of beliefs. Okay, and you people, you're in gross darkness. But we're in the upside down world, where somebody that's completely bugged out of their mind, has no clue what's going on, they'll persecute you. Okay, but see, the tide's about to turn, man. When judgment is going to turn the tides. Okay, this is not a continual city where we're going to be here for another 10 years, another 15 years, another 5 years. People still talking shit, still people not believing. Nah, the Most High is getting ready to show his hand. Okay. You done there's more on that, or is that it?
Oh yeah, there's definitely more.
Go ahead.
It says, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power Yahweh,
should be mourning. But the scriptures say that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Okay, and the scriptures say, he that increases wisdom increases sorrow.
He that increases in knowledge increases.
Right, there you go. He that increases knowledge increases in sorrow. And much wisdom cometh much grief. Okay? So now that you understand, because once you come into this truth, you understand how things are supposed to be. And then once you see everything, it's completely out of order. Okay? And not only that, people attack you when you simply just bring out the fact of how things are supposed to be.
Yeah, read that quick one. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning,
Right,
than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men.
yeah, the house of mourning. It's better to go to the house of mourning. It's better to be in this truth and to mourn, okay, and to weep. Okay, in the book of James, it talks about let your laughter be turned into sorrow, man. Okay, because you're going to be of a heavy heart. You're not going to feel well. You're going to be ill. Why? Because we're not released from this prison sentence. You understand, like, damn, I went off. This is why I'm in this low state. You know, you got ailments, certain strange things happening to you, people coming up against you, because you're not of this world. Okay?
And if I can say this too, you have enough sense to understand that this world is polluted, and this isn't how it's supposed to be. This isn't how it was supposed to be set up. You know, we're supposed to be, you know, the example to the world. We're supposed to be in our glory. You know, but hey, you know, all because the Lord had it set up this way, we go through the things we go through. But hey, you have to understand, this isn't it. You know?
Which links up with how scriptures say, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Yeah. Yep. Back in Ecclesiastes 7 and 2, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
And the majority of our people, they want to go to the house of feasting because it's joy, it's mirth, it feels good. Yeah, it does. When you're simple. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
Yeah, the living, those that are in this truth, those that have that living water, man. Okay, go ahead.
Sorrow is better than laughter.
Sorrow is better than laughter. Go ahead.
For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
By the sadness of the mind, the heart is made better. So by you being sad and stricken, your mind is being exercised, your heart. Okay, that godly sorrow is exercising your heart to have a better mind towards the Most High. Because the Most High can't dwell with somebody that's in the flesh. Okay, he has to dwell with someone that's in the spirit. Though we walk in the spirit, we do not war after the though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Okay? That's why things happen. You know? Here it is, you doing righteousness, you trying to, you would think, righteousness, you will get blessed. But that's opposite in a world that's filled with Satan worshipers. When the head of this world, which is Esau, Edom, okay, the wicked, Job 9 and 24, okay, when he actually worships Satan. So that's how you get blessings in this world. You gotta be a scammer. You gotta get over on people. Okay, you gotta lie. You gotta steal. You gotta cheat. This is really how you make it. Okay, you don't make it by being charging people the correct amount or a reasonable amount. Okay, not diluting a certain product. Okay, and selling it to somebody so you can make extra profit. Or like in a restaurant, the meat is bad, but you'll still cook it up because you want the money. And it's easy. That's easy. That's easy money. You just put some sauce. That's what Moab do. Put sauce on it. Okay, and it will cause people to get sick. But as long as you got your money, as long as you get your bag, you can sell drugs. Well, they tell you in the black community, yeah, you can get your money by any means necessary. Okay. Tupac said it feels good putting money in the mail, even though I sell rocks. It feels good putting money in the mailbox. Okay, basically pay a bill. It feels good to pay my bills, to pay my rent. Right, but at the cost of what? Okay, serving Satan. give a Nicki Minaj, okay, a LeBron James, a Lil Wayne, a Lil Baby, the Baby, a Nelly, Boo Boo. I don't know. You know what I mean? These rappers and entertainers, a little Uzi Vert. You see, can you get it? A little Uzi Vert. That's the guy who will get showered with compliments, get showered with all type of resources, all type of wealth. He'll be put in on TV shows. He'll get his own TV show. He'll have record deals. He'll have deals with certain Reebok or Nike, Adidas, and they'll just blast these people in your face. And these dudes are nothing but Satan worshipers. They'll put a little Cardi B. She got a deal with Reebok. Okay, and she's promoting Word. Okay, go ahead. But that's how you make it in this world. All right, you don't make it in this world being righteous, because this is not our world. If you go hold Ecclesiastes 8, go ahead.
John 15 and 19.
Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes 8. I'm sorry. Second Ezra, the 8th chapter. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
John 15 and 19. If you were of the world will love his own.
What does 14 say?
Says, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you.
God. Yeah, read that and then read that and then go on with it.
Okay. Wait, read 14 verse
14, 15, and then go down.
Okay. John 15 and 14. Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you.
Right, and what are we commanded to do, man? We're commanded to teach. We're commanded to go out there into the highways and the hedges. We're commanded to link up and do shows and videos. Okay, and we are considered friends of Yahushua. So when this all hell breaks loose, is the Lord going to allow his friend to suffer the same fate as the wicked that are his enemies? Of course not. Okay, go ahead.
Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Mm-hmm.
But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you.
So everything was pretty much revealed. All the things that we need according to salvation. Okay, understanding the end of Esau, Edom, understanding why we're in this state, understanding the promises, understanding the glory, and the treasures, and the things, the gifts that we're gonna receive for doing the work, man. Okay, that's not hidden to us. We understand well what we're fighting for. We have a chance. We have a fighter's chance to make it and to be the first fruits in this new world that was really established to be an eternal world. This world that, all the history that you know up until the beginning of time, all these different civilizations that rose and fell. Now we're at the latter end. We're at the feet, the toes. Okay, the iron mixed with miry clay. Okay, and right after that, though, Yahushua came with the chariot. And when you go into it, Daniel was at Daniel the 2nd chapter. Okay, with the vision of Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, there's an end to this world, and who will be at the forefront of this world? Esau, Edom. Esau is the end of the world. Go ahead.
You want me to keep going down?
They keep going down.
Okay. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
So this is why a lot of people can't get it, because Yahushua hasn't chosen them to be partakers in this knowledge, this wisdom. And then even then, many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, so there's even an elect within an elect within an elect. Okay, go ahead.
And ordained you.
Ordained, go ahead.
That ye should go and bring forth fruit.
See? So what is your job? Okay, as a believer in Yahushua, as a man. You're supposed to go out and get more fruit. You're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. Okay? In the spirit. Go ahead.
And that your fruit shall remain, which will ultimately mean that they're part of the elect. Because if they remain in what the scriptures say, they that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Ultimately, this gathering is of the elect. It's all about the elect.
And say some of your work gets burnt up. Well, you kept going. You still gonna get, there's a loss, but you made it. Go ahead.
That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may
loving spirit, that caring, I would say that caring spirit, yeah, but it goes above that feeling. Okay? Love goes above feelings. It's really an action. Okay, and it's implementing the law, statutes, commandments. And there's a certain ethic and a certain code of how you deal with your brother, which would justify that love, which would show that love. Okay, you wouldn't lend to your brother with usury. You would pay your brother back. You wouldn't scheme, okay, on his woman to try to take his woman. You wouldn't go into your brother's house and steal from him. You wouldn't talk back behind your brother. Okay, that's what love really is. Okay, because somebody can say they love you, but then they treat you like shit. Okay, go ahead.
If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you.
So I think we were talking about that earlier. It's not even us that they hate. It's really Yahweh Shai and his father Yahweh. They hate them. Okay, when you break down the scriptures the correct way, you can see the hatred, especially when it comes to the Israelites. Okay, we've all been there. You try to tell your family, man, they damn near want to kill you. Okay, just because you haven't even did anything. All you did was read the scripture. But you see how powerful these scriptures are, man. No, I don't mean nothing. My pastor.
That's not what the Bible say.
Yeah, that's reading the man. And when you bring up certain basic concepts, they're so emotional they can't deal with you with the scriptures because they don't know the scriptures. They weren't taught to know the scriptures. We weren't taught to know the scriptures. We weren't taught that pork was bad. Okay, unless you're like Muslim, but they still eat shrimp. We weren't taught a correct diet. We weren't taught how to deal with your neighbor. It's just a free for all. Okay, go ahead.
If you were of the world would love his own.
Yeah, so we were of the world, everything will be good. We'll be successful. Okay, we had that boat, we'll have those accolades, that glory. You'll have a woman, the children, and even though people that do have those things, they catch a pure hell. So it's not even like I can see you're like the elite, where you have the world at your becking call. Like you can literally have, I can see that, but you low level people, you catching hell. Look at Justin Bieber. He catching pure hell. Okay? And he got so-called money. All right, go ahead.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord.
There you go. The servant is not greater than his Lord. The servant is not greater than his master. Okay, go ahead.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
There you go.
If they have kept my sayings, they will also keep yours also, or they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me.
There you go.
If I had not
This is
come,
self-explanatory. Do we have to break this down? This is self-explanatory. Go ahead.
if I had not come and spoken
We're
unto
just gonna let the
them,
scripture speak. At this point, go ahead.
if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin.
Mm-hmm.
But now they have no cloak for their sin.
So now that the prophets have been sent out there, which Yahweh Shai was a representation of what will be happening now. Okay, because he was the forerunner. He's the forerunner of our faith. He's the one who started it all. Okay, and then from there he got his disciples, which were apostles, and then it branched off. Okay, and now we've come into the labor, and from our apostles and elders on down, and then you can even say these other Israelite groups too, because they're still teaching Jake to keep the laws. They're still teaching Jake to repent. Okay, but see now Jake doesn't have a cloak. Okay, for their sins. Now they're going to be judged on their actions. Okay, because they know, or they were supposed to know that what they were doing is wrong. But they reject it. I don't give a shit. I know I'm not supposed to do it. I know I'm supposed to come home before 12 a.m. I know that. But you know what? I'm coming home at 6 a.m. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. There's still a consequence for that. You're still in your parents' house. Okay? came and he was just talking. Like like what we're doing. We're just talking right now. I can see people don't believe, but there's even power. There's a lot of power in what what we're speaking because we're speaking a word to the Lord. Okay, so there's power within that. But regardless, if we were doing miracles, there were people still wouldn't believe. Okay, so even back then, Yahushua was doing all these miracles, and you still had non-believers, man. That's how you know this thing is set up. Okay, I have not chosen you. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Okay, don't get no plainer than that. Okay, go ahead.
But now had they both seen and hated both me and my father.
So there you go. So they saw the works of Yahushua. They heard his speech. They heard his doctrine, and they hated it. Those were Israelites, by the way. The most hate that we get is from Israelites. Where Esau at? Esau really don't be on the page and stuff like that. Esau be watching the video. His ass be getting cut up, and every once in a while he'll say Jesus loves, but he don't really be commenting like that, man, because he know his ass guilty. He know he the devil. He know what his people have done. But you Negroes, Hispanic, Native American, you're like your mind is warped. It's seared with a hot iron. Okay, you're those brute beasts that shall be taken and destroyed. There's no saving the 2/3. There's no saving. You can't save these people. Yahushua came on the scene 2,000 years ago, and he couldn't even convert them. Why? Because they weren't given to him. Go ahead.
But this coming to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law, they hated me without a cause.
That's pretty much it. What you got?
Quick precept. This is Galatians 4:16. It says, "Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?"
Break it down.
Yeah, hey, and that's the majority of our people. They hate. When we read it, they hate Yahweh Yahushua, and they're going to hate his messengers as well. That's why that persecution is about to come. But I got that in 2nd Ezra 8 too.
Yeah, you're gonna start at the top.
This is 2nd Ezra 8:1. And he answered me, saying, "The Most High hath made this world for many."
So this world is for many, man. Okay, this world is not for us. That's why you can't really mesh in this world. It's like you just in and out of the matrix. Like Neo, right? When he get into the matrix, he wasn't part of the matrix. He wasn't going to dinner and sit down, even though it would feel real. Going to work, and he knew that he was in the fucking matrix. He was in and out. Why? Because them agents, man. Them agents, they spot your ass. They coming for you. Okay, so you're on higher alert. So the same thing, man. We in and out of this society. We don't be going to cookouts with family members. Now, sometimes that might happen, but you shouldn't be. You shouldn't really. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be hanging out with your family. Okay, this is your true family. Okay, you should be separating yourself. What are they gonna talk about? They're gonna talk about basketball, football, nigga shit. Okay, no knowledge, no counsel. It's gonna be draining, fights, arguments, and then they cooking nothing but abominations. There's gonna be pork on the grill, and then when you say, "Oh, I don't eat pork," they gonna pretty much talk shit about you. And what's the word I want to use? They gonna demonize you basically. And make a big deal out of it. Oh, ain't no plug. They gonna make a big deal out of it. Leave them people alone, man. Hey man, your family members, they gonna get put to death. The Most High about to destroy them. Okay, you gotta fully detach from this place. They're not gonna get it. You already told them about the truth. Now you deal with your mom, you deal with your dad, you gotta deal with certain family members in and out. Okay, you deal according to wisdom, man. Okay, and it's gonna take you being wise as a serpent to maneuver through this matrix, man. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. It says, "And he answered me, saying, The Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few."
Right, the world to come for few, man. And that's the world that we're hoping to be part of, man. The first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Which this gospel, this word that we're preaching, it doesn't sound good to the majority of the people, man. Okay, well, Solomon, can we get that Ecclesiastes? Is it the 7th chapter or the 8th chapter of I think it's 7th, where among a man I found one out of 1,000. I found one. Okay, out of 1,000 men, out of 1,000 men, I found one righteous. Okay, this was a survey. I think it's towards the end of the chapter. Okay.
Yeah, 7 and 28.
Yeah, 7 and 28. And you can start that word. Start at 25. Yeah, start at 25.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 25. I apply my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness.
Go ahead.
And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken.
And a lot of you, James, you get taken by that woman, man. You let that woman's your world, and she's a complete demon. Okay? But if you're a man of the Lord, you want to escape. Like certain brothers, they lose the woman. That was the great thing that the Most High did.
That was mercy.
Get your ass out of that low-level mindset or way of thinking, man. Okay? Jake's simple. Jake, we all been there. We're men, all right? So ain't nobody talking like they better than anybody. But hey, you learn, you live, and you learn. That's why this book, man, is this is necessary, man, as an Israelite man to understand this book. Okay, because it's going to give you that wisdom. And Solomon, he said he applied his heart to know wisdom, okay, and folly. And the conclusion of the matter was that the woman ain't right. Read it again.
It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Continue.
Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find
Preacher
out.
means prophet. Counting one by one. Okay, go ahead.
Counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh.
To get the understanding. Go ahead.
But I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found.
One man among 1,000 have I found. Okay, that's why you can be at camp and 10,000 people can walk by. Okay, maybe one might come up. Or 1,000 people walk by, maybe one might come up. Okay? So the ratio is very slim to for those that these words is like music to them. There's certain genre of music that you listen to that you like. If you don't like death metal, you wouldn't play death metal. You would turn it off. You wouldn't even play it. Okay? If you are a part of the hopeful elect, then these words are they're music to you. Okay? But that's just the first stage of the battle. Okay? Because knowing the truth, that's just the first stage. Okay, there's a lot. Now you got to go through the battle. Okay, to prove yourself. Most I got to prove you. Okay, but read that again.
It says, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found.
So out of 1,000 men, Solomon, which we know him to be Yahushai, he found 1,000. Out of 1,000 men, he found one man to be righteous. So the ratio is 1,000 to 1, right? And out of 1,000 women, he found 0. So the woman ain't right. That's why the woman, she got to be controlled. Okay, she wasn't set up to understand and to build a nation. She ain't set up to do that. She's set up to help. She a helper. She a worker. Okay, the man is the brains of the operation. The woman, she's just she's the brute force, so to speak. She's the extra set of hands. Okay, all you jakes out there worshiping the goddamn woman. Okay, these women about to lose. They about to take a big L. Okay, and they gonna humble down when this judgment comes. They gonna be searching for the men of the 2 or 10 for water.
This is back in.
So you can get 7 and 10 too. Really go back on that point. Real quick, get Mike at 7 and 10. Real quick, go back on what we were just reading. Ecclesiastes. We'll hold off on that. These women don't believe. You do have certain sisters that do believe. That's written, right? But as a whole, where do you see the woman at? She got her ass out right now. Okay, she getting ready to. She putting on makeup. She getting dolled up. She in these schools. Go ahead, read that.
It's comfort. You know.
And a woman's supposed to be a pillar of rest. She's all about rest, comfort. But she ain't comforting you. She comforting the so-called white man. Okay, she turning tricks. Okay, for that dollar. Go ahead.
Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see
See?
it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power?
There you go.
Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
So a lot of these women, we gonna see them get put to death, man. We gonna see them catch big L's in the last days. Isaiah 32 and 9.
Yes.
Okay, good. Bring it out.
This is Isaiah 32 and 9.
Spirit ones that go on a woman. Go ahead.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless
The
daughters.
Bible doesn't really have too many good things to say about a woman, man. Now, there's a few sisters out there that's trying, and hey, the Lord knows your heart. You know, and that doesn't apply. But don't allow this world to suck you back in. Because the Most High gonna destroy you. Okay? There's a lot of women about to be destroyed. A lot of women. More women than men. Well, there's more women than men.
Yep.
So that would just make sense by the mathematics makes sense. The equation. There's more women than men. People are getting destroyed. More women are gonna be destroyed. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless
Yeah,
daughters.
women are careless. They'll just be walking around late night. Okay, no fear. On their phone, they got music. They got headphones in. They'll walk through a dark alley and then wonder why they come up missing. Okay, just gathering the bride. Don't even know men watching you. You think it's all good. You shaking that ass. Your cleavage out. Your titties out. You think it's all good until it's not. Until you in a dungeon somewhere. Until you get sex trafficked somewhere in Dubai. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, rise
Or
up.
get dismembered like that woman out there in Houston.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
You know? It sounded like the dude was Nigerian, his name. You know, they agreed to have sex for $500. Okay? And what did he do? He probably did have sex with her and then chopped her up right after. That's a horrible death. To get chopped up alive?
And the news was even warning that could happen to any of you women.
And there's hella, they said 70 to 80,000 sex workers. That's just in the city of Houston. That's one city. A lot of these women, especially the so-called black woman, she's a night walker, man. And it might not, you got a lot of women that just walk the streets, but you got a lot more women that are on the internet selling bodies. And when the money, well, you have that scare with OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
You know, women, they were like, "Damn, what am I going to do?" But that's being careless. You selling pussy online, okay? That's about to get snatched from you. And then shit, you don't have any skills, and you don't have a husband first and foremost. Go ahead.
That's why it's just going to be judgment. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Give ear unto my speech. Go ahead.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled. Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Yeah, all these goodies. You had that shortage on tampons, was it? Baby formula. That hits the woman. These shortages is gonna hit the woman a lot harder than men. Okay, because men can survive with minimal. Okay, women is all about comfort. Okay, going to the store, getting different groceries. Do you even know how to wash your own ass? Do you know how to douche? Huh? You don't. You Most of you women don't know what the fuck to do. All you do is you're on that phone. You get on TikTok, get on Instagram. You can put a picture up there on social media and get worshipped by these lanes out here. That's gonna tell you anything to get in your box. And they'll cash out. They'll go on a date. That's nothing. But a lot of you women are not marriage material. You're just gonna get put to death. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, it's back Isaiah 32 and 10. Many days and years shall you be troubled.
So there's going to be a certain amount of time that you women are going to be troubled. The Jacob's trouble is really trouble for a lot of you women. That's when you women going to be in real big trouble. Okay, because you're prey. It's going to go back to that. You're not equal with the man. There is no equality. Okay, the Most High ain't create no man and woman to be equal. Are you kidding me? Okay, the man's over the woman. And if you can't get that, who cares? Okay, the show is not stopping for you. The show is stopping for a woman. Come on, get out of here. Know your place. Okay, your place is under your husband. If you don't got a husband, you should be finding a. You really should be trying to find a husband. But a lot of you women, you can't give up. You just can't give it up. But that's okay. It's gonna be taken away from you. Okay, when you really start falling on hard times, and the Most High could set it up to where you could get with a brother, but you've been such a demon that the Most High gonna reject you. Okay, when you women come up, because they gonna come up to us. When you women come up, we gonna be able to read your spirit. Like, nah, I don't want you. Get out of here. Okay, send her ass to the wolves. Okay, hey, these men, they already freaky out here. So when 911 in certain counties, I forget exactly what county it was, they not even taking 911 calls.
Yep. Gas is too high.
So we going into your trouble, you women's trouble. It's gonna be trouble for the whole world. The woman's about to catch pure hell. Okay, she gonna be stinking. She's not gonna be able to take that hot bath or that hot shower. Okay, she gonna have to take them cold showers if water is even available. Okay, you know how to light a fire? Do you know how to cook on coal? Absolutely not. So you're done. You're finished. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women.
Careless women.
For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
That's going into these shortages. The gathering, the vintage. Okay, when is the appropriate season to where you go and you gather up the certain, fruits and vegetables and slaughter certain animals and they're at the market and stuff like that. There ain't gonna be that. Okay, you're gonna go to the supermarket. It's gonna be crowded as shit. Okay, say you do get a couple of items, which is hyperinflation. There's gonna be a man sitting out there ready to rob your ass, and you got children. What you gonna do? All you independent women. So the Most High setting up the proud of this world, which is Esau, Edom, and the woman, setting up the greatest fall ever told. We're reading about it. Okay, and as the economy downturns, we always talk about, like, you go to the job, what are these men talking about? They talk about basketball. They don't know anything about the economy. How much more these women? What did the woman know?
Yeah.
Solomon said it. Her heart is snares and nets. Okay.
What was it say? A woman is void of wisdom?
Yeah. What was that? In Job. Job 38 and 39. The Most High has not imparted to her understanding. Okay, that's why it's imperative to listen to your husband. Okay, and to do what's necessary of you. It's not even a woman's job. It's not even, the Most High don't really require too much of a woman. Okay, just obedience.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Well, it talks about how the unbelieving woman would be saved by the believing man. They don't even have to believe. They just have to be obedient.
There you go. See? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says.
That's too hard in Babylon. Great.
It says, tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones.
Because if you really understood what's about to happen, and you really understood what the prophets are saying, you'll have to be trembling. Okay? But you don't understand. You don't understand. Because the Most High hasn't given you that understanding. You just don't have to experience it. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip ye and make ye bare, gird sackcloth upon your loins.
So y'all done, man. The woman is done. Okay, you're not gonna be having no cutie, no little cuties out there. All right, they gonna the wigs gonna be coming off, especially the black one. They gonna be looking like holy hell. All them eyelashes they coming off, all that makeup coming off, all that wigs coming off, all them creams is coming off. Okay, that bonnet coming off. Okay, you're gonna see her for what she really is, man. A chupacabra. Okay? You don't want to deal with that. Okay? Loud, stubborn. Oh man, I can't. Hey man, it's gonna be so great just to see you women get humble, man. It's gonna be that. You be like, we gonna be like, God damn.
Yeah.
You know? She gonna, my lord, like, bitch, shut up. You faking. Get out of here. But it's gonna be too much for certain of these women. They're not gonna be able to humble down, and they're gonna be the first ones to go. Okay, but a good. Let me just stop. Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, they shall lament for the teats.
They shall lament for the teeth. You women are gonna be lamenting, man, because you're gonna be thinking about the good old days, man, when you were able to go to 7-Eleven, when you were able to go to Denny's. You were, taking on dates. You're able to go to the club, women's night, ladies' night. Your men were buying the drinks.
You'll be able to make so much millions off OnlyFans.
Yeah, you're able to sell your pictures, and you remember being on Instagram and Facebook and men liking your pictures and sending you money online.
Selling your bathwater.
Oh man, selling panties, used panties, jumping on dildos on the webcam. All that shit is done. Okay, what are those women gonna do when it's time? Okay, when it's go time. All they do is just sex workers. So a lot of these women, they just gonna get ravished, man. They gonna get just passed around and just brutally ravished. That's just the hardcore reality. That's just what it is. That's just truth. Go ahead. Well, you read it. Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And we became the enemy of the world just because we're telling the truth.
Yeah.
But we're saying to our people, get right. So none of these things could happen to you. So it's not like it's just all doom and gloom. There's also mercy there that's extended to House of Israel. But Jake don't want mercy. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
Mm-hmm.
Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city.
So all you Jakes that are in the spirit of mirth, okay, in the spirit of basketball, in the spirit of banqueting, in the spirit of Bacchus, you do them carnivals, y'all be getting freaky, man. Jake be getting freaky as hell in them carnivals, man. They be butt naked, music playing, alcohol, okay, women in provocative clothing, men with no clothing on, you done there?
Yes.
Done. What you got?
Proverbs 31 and 30. The point is in 31. It says, "Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised."
But yeah, a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. And you fear the Lord by fearing your husband. That's the order. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates."
Well, because you know what? Like, there's going to be more women being assured, where there's going to be more women being delivered too. So everything's a balance. Okay? You have a lot of women that are going to cleave to certain brothers. Okay? They're going to be the wives of certain men. Okay? So that's how it was set up. It was set up for a man to have multiple women. It wasn't set up for a man to be with one woman. That's hell. You with one woman.
That's oppression.
Man, that goes against nature. Okay? Even Esau know that, but he's the damn devil. He don't want the Israelite man laying seed and the women in order. Because really then it's not even hell. You got 5 women. Bro, you ain't catching hell. Even though you go to the job, whatever, you got a cool little job, that's nothing. That little 8 hours, 10 hours, that's nothing. You got, what wife am I gonna go to? You going, yes, my Lord, you got a big ass meal, lamb plate, rice, pita bread, cucumbers, tomatoes, you got some wine, you getting a back rub, your bath already ran. Come on. You do your thing, you might sleep, sleep that night with the woman, and get up, go back to work, and then you go to another woman's house the next night. You ain't worried about shit. You ain't going to no hell. Okay, so that was a big part of our hell is the woman. Okay, certain brothers have a woman, they catch hell with a woman. And certain brothers don't have a woman, and they catch hell not having a woman. Because a man's supposed to have a woman. Okay? So that's that wisdom, man. That's that wisdom and knowledge. And now coming into this thing and you understanding that, you get sorrowful. Okay? Go ahead. You done on that, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say though, it says, "And let her own works praise her in the gates." So you finding the man of the Lord, you got to be doing something, Like the brother was saying earlier, you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to do nothing. You just sitting around. That's not gonna work.
And then not even trying to do anything.
Right.
There's so many resources for you women. Okay, massage techniques. Okay, what is a man like? You don't even know what a man likes. You haven't asked your man, what is he like? Okay, and then if you talk about another woman, oh no. See, I like this Israelite thing, and I'm an Israelite princess. When you talk about your husband start talking about another woman, oh nah, I can't see that's where you got me at. Everything else I'm good with. I can do everything else, but if another woman's involved, so you women ain't believers. Get out of here. Okay? The Most High at this point, the Most High have mercy on you women. Certain of you women, that's what it is. The Most High is my mercy on certain of the women. But a lot of you women, the Most High gonna put you to death. Okay? Because you're not right. Okay? And then the Lord will comfort that brother by sending him more wives. Okay? So this wife you've been with for hella years, she's been putting nothing but pure hell in you. You got a couple kids with her, Most High kill her. Boom. Okay? She ain't right. You gotta deal with that. You gonna get out, you gonna stop being in the truth because of that? Remember Lot's wife. The Lord, he'll give you three women. You're gonna forget about her. Because it's just bigger than one woman. So you women need to get on, you need to get in where you fit in, okay? And that's just wherever your position is. If it's the first wife, second wife, third wife, who knows? You just better be glad that you have an opportunity to be with a man of the Lord. If not, okay, you're just gonna be thrown out there, man. Okay? And the world ain't gonna the world doesn't treat women nice. Especially when all hell break loose. You're treated like a little thing, like a little sex object. Okay, so the choice is yours, really. Okay, what you got? Okay, you got another one?
Yeah, just Proverbs 31 and then go to verse 3. It says, "Give not thy strength."
Let's start at 1.
Okay. Proverbs 31 and 1, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him, what, my son, and what the the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto woman.
So there's certain women that even understand that concept. Give not thy strength unto women. Go ahead.
Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
And that's what destroyeth kings. Okay, wine, women, folly. Okay, go ahead.
It says, it is not for kings, O limp.
That was pretty much it. What you got?
I have the account.
Start wrapping up unless brothers got more precept.
Yeah. Real quick, I got the account in Isaiah 3, which already happened, but how much more in this time? Isaiah 3 and 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling.
We're living in that prophecy. This prophecy is taking place right now. Go ahead.
It says, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
The pride. You know, the way, we all seen how the woman, especially the Judite woman. Okay, she the most bald-headed woman, but she the most proud. Go ahead.
Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head.
That's why you women, you in particular, you so-called black women, that's why you don't have no hair. Okay, because the Most High, he smoked your ass. Okay, and that's another sign of where the Israelites. That has not happened to no other nation. Look at Will Smith's wife. Okay, bald-headed. That's not a good look. I don't care how many niggas tell you that look good. That's ugly. You a bald-head bitch. That's ugly, and you know it. You in the mirror crying to yourself because you want hair. That's why they wear wigs. That's why they get weaved. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calves, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs.
So even the Most High, he gonna strip you for them bonnets. You not gonna have a bonnet in that day. Go ahead.
It says, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands, and the tablets, and the earrings, the rings, and the nose jewels.
But see, that's the thing about the woman. It's all about, decking herself out. It's all about accentuating her curvatures, and her eyes, and, being pretty, being provocative. Okay? That's the woman's spirit. Most High taking all that shit, man. You ain't gonna have nothing. You gonna just be your ass with your uneven skin, your fucking your chin hairs, okay, your hairy ass arms and legs, okay, and your stank box. Okay? Go ahead.
It says the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils. And it shall come to pass.
So you see how the woman, she's all into this, man. That's all just luxury things, you know what I mean? Purses and capes and this and that.
Having walk-in closets. And
Yeah,
all
oh
that.
man, shoes everywhere. You're not gonna be able to eat them shoes in that famine. Okay, them purses. Okay, ain't gonna be nothing in them purses. You're gonna be lucky to find a ketchup packet in one of them purses, and that's gonna be a rare find. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
Hey man, a lot of these women stink, man. A lot of these women stink. Go ahead.
And instead of a girdle, a rent.
Just bloated out of control. Body all messed up, shape all messed up, and I'm still proud. Still wearing belly shirts. Still wearing spandex. Your shit just out of control like a sack of potatoes. No shame, too. No shame. Okay, go ahead.
And instead of well-set hair, baldness.
Baldness. See? And the majority of our women are bald. Now, the Latin tribes, certain of them are bald too, but not really. They can still grow their hair, man. Okay? Go ahead. So the Lord really wanted to, really get the Southern Kingdom, man. You black bitches. Okay, go ahead.
And instead of
So you gotta be super proud.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you super proud, but you gotta be super humble coming into this thing, man.
sackcloth and burning instead of beauty.
And a lot of these women, these black women, it's hard to look upon them. When you look at them, your face fringes up. Okay, they just be looking like hell, man. Burning. What man want to see that, man? What man want to see burning? You want to see beauty. The beauty of a woman cheers up the continence of a man. Makes a man feel better. But shit, I see why these men be catching pure hell, man. You be at home and your wife walk past, she's looking like hell.
The mask comes off.
Yeah, the mask comes off, the girdle comes off, the wig comes off, the makeup comes off. Okay, it's hot. She musty. Her box stink. I would be mad too. Shit, I'll be at a bar. Okay, I wouldn't even want to come home. Cause then, see, these women are so proud that you tell a woman, hey, you need to work out. She gonna
get super offended.
She gonna be offended and curse your ass out. Okay. Well, hey man, that's part of the hell.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Go ahead.
The last couple verses, verse 25, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
You gotta read Isaiah 4:1 now, bro.
Straight into Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
And that's why 7 women is gonna take hold of one man, because these men are gonna be desolate. It's gonna be desolate to find a man, a real man. If you gonna have alphabet, you gonna have men dressing up like women, and then you gonna have men that are cucks, okay, that are simps, that are asking a woman for direction. The woman, she want to be led, you asking her for direction. Okay? She don't know what the hell is going on. So in that day, she gonna want a real man. And furthermore, her husband's dead. He died in the war. Okay, or he died of famine. He died in a race war. He died in a riot. She is a widow. Go ahead.
Yeah. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Because it's gonna be a reproach for you to be single in that day, man, and not have a covering. Okay, because a man's supposed to be, your protection, but that has been lost in this world. A man ain't shit. A nigga ain't shit, right? What you got?
I got a few precepts.
Go ahead.
This Proverbs 23 and 26. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men. You got these different men dealing with these women, and she's causing these different men to commit adultery. And these women be with that adultery. Well, basically it says, such is the ways of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And the Lord hates sinners. All right, contrary to popular belief, the Lord hates sinners with a perfect hatred. He's not tolerating no type of sin whatsoever. This is Proverbs 24 and 23. These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. So whether you a man, whether you a woman, whether you a maid, which is a young girl, whether you a little boy, whether you old, if you commit a wickedness, ultimately, if you ain't part of the elect, you're gonna die out here. All right. This is
Which, if I could add on to, what does it say in Proverbs 1? That judgment's coming for a lot of these women, So, hey, that's why we read these scriptures, so you can rise up out of that easiness. But, hey, like we read in Solomon, or what was it, Ecclesiastes, a lot of these women just aren't going to get it.
We're not worried about you women.
Yeah.
they want to do good by us and be cool. They cool to dwell with. Then hey, it's cool. It's all good. It's not. It ain't gonna try to make her be a look. You need to put your head wrap on you, an Israelite woman down. And they ain't gotta do all that. Okay, go ahead.
Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst of
And
them.
that mark is being put on certain men. Okay, through the preaching of the word. The angels going around marking that man. Okay, that for what? The exemption of judgment. Because what's coming is judgment day. Okay, the Lord is about to judge this world. Isaiah 13:11. Okay, go ahead.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite.
All those that don't have this mark, the angel didn't put the mark on. Okay, and remember it was the man. So you have to be under the household of a man to be delivered. Okay, go ahead. Now there could be certain cases where like widows and stuff like that, and the elderly. You have certain elderly women that took care of their fathers. The Most High passed that out. But women of a marriageable age, you gotta be under the household of a man. Okay, go ahead.
Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women.
And women, maids, young women, young girls. Okay, 10, 11, 12. Okay, old women. Okay, and women. It's classified 3 times in there. Okay, because the Lord's gonna do a lot of killing. And in this world, women they get like an exemption. They can do no wrong. Okay, a man do something, man, they gonna that's just the way that it is. It is what it is. Okay, but the Lord don't see it like that. All right, this world may have it one way, but Yahweh Shemal Shai, the brother read, there's no respect of persons when it comes to judgment. A man and a woman can get judged. Well, just like that woman in Houston, she got chopped up. And there's many women that have been chopped up and been killed.
Right. That
And
we
been
don't
trapped
hear
up.
about.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
It says, Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Right, and that man who the mark is upon, okay, it's him and his household. Okay, just like Noah. It was Noah and his household. As well as we gotta consider Lot and his household, but what his woman, she looked back. So there's gonna be instances like that. Where the woman, she gonna be so fluttered and frustrated and so scared is that she gonna give in, man. You gonna tell her not to take it, she gonna take it. She getting destroyed now. You just gotta, it happened. You gotta prepare your mind. You gotta look. You brothers with women, you gotta prepare your mind for your woman to bug the hell out. What you gonna do? Have you thought about that? Your woman bug out? Bug out. Take the children. What you gonna do? Take the, what you gonna do? You gotta keep moving forward. You can't look back because it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that woman. It's bigger than those kids that you have. You get all that back. Okay, this is the mindset that a man of the Lord has to have, man. Okay, you gotta be hard. You gotta literally hate your life, even though you have family and it hurts, it sucks. But what's the bigger picture, man? It's the kingdom of heaven. That's the bigger picture. Okay, the prophets are visionary. The prophet of Gabar goes into that. The prophet scene had vision. That's why when these things do get taken away, you're able to continue and push on. Because knowing that you're going to get all those things back, just like you go into the story of Job. Job was a prime example of receiving 100-fold. Okay, and the kingdom is going to be folds evermore. Okay, we've been so stuck in this low state. Okay, my wife, my little 3, 4, 5 children. Okay, that's it. Man, we gonna have so many wives, so many children. Like, come on, man. It's gonna be bigger than that. It is gonna be bigger than one woman, one child. Which we love our woman, we love our child. That's not to take anything from them. But it's bigger than just, these things could be taken away from you. As you gotta be on point, man. Okay. You had something else?
Yeah, I got one more. Jeremiah 51:20. It says, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman."
Yeah.
And it says, "And with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock."
So that power's coming, man. And we're gonna execute judgment on all. Just like we did to them Canaanites when we went into the land. What did the Most High say? Don't spare none of them. Put them all to death. Okay? The Most High's a heart. You understand the Most High? You people don't understand the type of God He is. Okay? You are living in la la land to think that the Most High will put your ass to death and your children. He's done it already. Do you know what happened to us in slavery? Here it is. You got your children, and another nation comes and kills them right in front of your eyes. Or sells them. You got your little daughter. Your little daughter's about to get sold to some Edomites. It already happened. Okay? So, hey, man, the fear of the Lord has to be inside your heart to understand that these things can happen.
Quick precept, since you said, do you know what type of man the Lord is? Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a man of war.
Yeah, Yahweh is a man of war. That's the type of man he is. Go ahead.
Yahweh is his name.
Yeah, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. That's his name. And the world's going to, recognize that when the Lord sends his son back. The Lord is known through his judgments. Okay?
Since you talk about the war, this is 2 Timothy 2:3. "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier." And like you were going into it, if you have women, if you have, a family, you can't let that, get in the way of your crown,
Because who gave you that family? Who gave you those children? The Most High give it, and he can take them away. And you got to look at it spiritual. Okay? Just like you a man, right? You ain't got no woman. The Most High can just bring a woman in your life. Just like that overnight. She just empty you overnight. You can have children overnight. The Lord did that. And then overnight, it can be taken away. But are you still going to maintain your integrity? Okay? Are you still not going to sin with your lips? Are you still going to, do the righteous deeds, the righteous acts? Because the end game of this, man, is to get on the chariot. Do whatever it takes. Of course, it's righteousness. That's the only way. But whatever you got to lose, man. And you got to ask the Lord to help. Because there's no way to physically or mentally prepare for that, with your own counsel. You got to pray to the Lord to be able to withstand those things. That's literally the only way. Prayer. Okay, you want to finish that? Or is that it?
That was pretty much it.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Any brother got anything else to say? All right, hey, and then all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honor to the apostles and elders. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom. Repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.